Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the ROCCAT Burst Pro and then plug it in to see it light up. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a ROCCAT Burst Pro Extreme Lightweight Optical Pro Gaming Mouse. It weighs 68 grams and uses Titan Switch Optical sensors. And taking a look at the back of the box packaging, there's some product information about this gaming mouse. And here are some of its features. And compatibility information, packaging contents, as well as a list of technical specifications. Okay, so now let's go ahead and open up the box. Of course, cutting apart the clear sticky seals. That's keeping the box securely closed. And let's pop open the box flap. Which I'm kind of struggling to do here. So you can see that it is quite tightly packaged. But right there, popping the flap open. And let's tip the contents out from the box. And making sure nothing else is left behind. Let's close the box up and set it to the side. So setting it on the right hand side of the table and laying out the contents across the tabletop. So let's remove the card insert. And of course checking through and making sure nothing else is left or attached to the card insert. And here are the contents of the ROCCAT Burst Pro Optical Gaming Mouse's contents. Okay, so let's first take a look at this packet. So there is a quick installation guide, as well as some spare glides or skates. Let's open up the packet and take a closer up look. Of course, we can recycle or reuse this packet thoughtfully. And once again, laying out the contents for a full and clearer view. And now let's first take a look at the quick start guide for the ROCCAT Burst Pro. Okay. And we can see a list of technical specifications or facts, and flipping through to the other pages and giving you a close-up look at the details contained within the pages. And we can see that the information is covered in several languages. Okay, and moving right along, so just setting that down to the side, setting it on the right hand side, and moving right along, there is a packet of glides or skates. With 3M adhesive backing. And setting that down and moving to the ROCCAT Burst Pro itself. Let's slide the translucent protective bag off and giving you a look at the ROCCAT Burst Pro extreme lightweight optical pro gaming mouse. So it weighs 68 grams and has a 16,000 dpi optical sensor. And giving you a look at the underside. So it has a 12 centimeter length, so giving you some sense of the size of this mouse, resting it in my palm so you have a better idea of the sense and scale of this mouse. So right there, resting in my palm. It does have the PhantomFlex TM cable as well, so it is a very lightweight and pliable cable. So giving you some close-up looks right here of this mouse. Okay, so let's take a look at the USB plug end first. So you can see that it has a USB Type A connector with a protective cap on it. So let's pop the cap off, just setting that down. And giving you a look up close. And of course, the USB connector. So right there you can see the ROCCAT branding. Okay, and let's undo the cable tie. So there is a silicone cable tie. Let's set it to the side and just tidying up the tabletop so we have no distractions as we focus on this ROCCAT Burst Pro. And just giving you some idea of the length of this PhantomFlex TM cable. So it does measure 1.8 meters long, so a very, very long mouse cable right there, and you can see that it does move very, very easily and freely. So giving you a close-up look once again at the connector and of course the cable itself. Some close-up details of the cable. So you can see that it is fabric covered and has a very, very fine weave. And just to give you some sense of the movement and pliability or malleability of this cable right there. So very, very light in weight. And now let's move right along to the mouse itself. So now taking a look at the ROCCAT Burst Pro Extreme Lightweight Optical Pro Gaming Mouse. So it does have a translucent honeycomb shell, and this one is in black. There is a white version as well. So taking some close-up looks at the mouse and on the underside as well. So it has two very large skates or feet, and they are heat treated PTFE skates for extreme slide. And now taking a look top down at the various aspects of this mouse that weighs 68 grams in weight. So you can see that it does have a matte finish on its main upper cover, and to the sides a slightly glossier and very, very, very finely textured surface on the sides of the grip. And now let's do a click test of the mouse with its Titan Switch Optical sensors. So let's give you some idea of the response, and of course the actuation and noise and sound that the various mouse buttons produce. So we can see the number of buttons on it. So of course there is the two side buttons, and of course the left and right mouse buttons, and the DPI toggle, and the mouse scroll button, as well as the scrolling action as well. And now let's take a further out look, and just placing my hand on the mouse to give you some idea of the size. And once again, this mouse measures 12 centimeters long. And testing the pure PTFE mouse feet, it does glide quite nicely on this tabletop. And now doing that click test again. Scrolling test. Scroll wheel click. DPI click. As well as the side buttons as well. So 6 buttons altogether. So now let's plug it in and see it light up. So I do have the Acer ultra thin laptop here, the Acer Swift 3 ultra thin laptop. Let's open it up and turn it on. And let's plug the mouse in and see it light up. So you can see the mouse with its AIMO illumination lit up with the honeycomb structure showing through its translucent shell. So giving you a close-up look at the mouse with its 16.8 million color RGB LEDs. And you can even see some light coming through on the pure PTFE glide at the back. And I'm going to press on the DPI toggle and see if that changes anything. But of course, there's always the software, which is the ROCCAT Swarm software, which can be used to customize the various features and functions of the mouse, as well as, of course, the AIMO lighting. But nonetheless, straight out of the box, just plugging and playing without any customization, we can see as the mouse is, And once again, now let's do a click test again. And to give you some idea of the response of the mouse, just very simply giving you a look at the cursor movement. And let me just close those windows that I inadvertently opened as I clicked on the mouse. So you can see just on the near the middle of the screen or video, you can see the mouse cursor move. And with the toggling of the DPI right there, giving you a look at the responsiveness. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels out of the box without any customization using the ROCCAT Swarm software. So that's the ROCCAT Burst Pro Extreme Lightweight Optical Pro Gaming Mouse. Thanks for watching and happy gaming!